Glad and thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for this call. You took out time. Thank you so much. I should be thanking you.
Great that you wanted to talk to me itself is a great thing. Honor for me.
That's. I should be saying that. But thank you so much. You came. You went to my website, I guess.
I have gone through your website. I have also gone through your videos.
Okay.
Starting
That's
from
great.
5 years back to today, 2017-18.
Okay. I was also going through your credentials and I did not go through the videos, but yes, I went through the whole thing, what exactly, a little of each of it.
Yeah.
You've been into government of India a lot.
20 years. 20 years I was in Government of India. But in between, from Government of India, I went to university for 2 years. And 2 years, I was director for Academic Staff College. The job is to educate university all across India, the teachers, faculties, higher professors, on what are the research areas which they have to focus. And how communication. I wrote a book on e-learning, which now we are doing on Google. This is what is to be practiced in education. I wrote 2007.
Oh, wow.
And for learning that, I was in Delhi JNU for a month program. There is a consortium for educational communication where earlier television classes, how the television classes can be converted into internet classes. That's what we are doing today. So in space department, we had provided support to educational institutions in two ways. One is receive only terminal. Suppose I am talking and somebody is seeing on Facebook, it is called a receive only terminal. And what we are doing is live terminal. So this concept of what we are doing on internet was part of Department of Space from Ahmedabad almost 30-40 years back. So I was part of all that activities. So I had education as my core interest. So soon after my 20 years of service, I took my retirement, so that I can roam around wherever I want. So if Mona want me at your place, tomorrow I can travel and then come and stay with you as long as you want.
That is great.
Because I cannot do it when I am in government. I don't have that freedom. So I used to keep going to Northeast, spent nearly a month every year. 2012, 13, 14, 15. 4 years I used to go around Northeast, Itanagar, Amliang, China border, talking to children, uplifting them, educating them. All that was my passion. And 2018-19 I was in US teaching Bhagavad Gita there.
Okay.
Yeah, I taught Bhagavad Gita, and every Sunday we used to have spiritual satsang, and people could ask a lot of questions. I taught Ramana Maharshi's scriptures and astrology, and I have a book called Seedling, which talks about energy healing.
Oh, wow.
So various topics were discussed for 2 years, and then COVID came. I am from Kerala, though I stay in Hyderabad. My hometown is in Kerala, which is a remote village, virgin even today. Only a wide road came 2 years back, that's it. Electricity came
near the backwaters. I've not been to Kerala. I've been to Hyderabad. My brother stays there.
Yeah, Kerala. I am in a remote village, very remote. In my village, we have got a ecotourism center also. So I have a 200-year-old house. It's with me now. So after retirement, why I took retirement is I want to go and stay there so that I can do some activities which can help village people. The school in my village is owned by my grandfather. So traditionally it is with us now. The grandchildren are owning it in a share. So when I get people from Hyderabad or maybe nearly 16 countries, 400 people came and stayed with me in my home on a 10-day workshops. So by which what I did was, the village children from my village had an interaction with them. So uplifting a village, probably the best method I feel is to know the culture from what's happening around, talking to them, taking them around. And for the city people, they have an opportunity to be in a village, enjoy the village life for 10 days. So there are my students who attended 20 camps continuously. They fly from America and then come and stay with me and fly back also. You can see those programs are called Gnanam, Jnaanam, Gnanam, knowledge. But Gnanam is given because my mother is Janaki, father is Narayan. So it shows Janaki Narayan mentoring. So that is one activity which I enjoyed, but after COVID 2018, 18-19 I was in US, so 2018 onwards that's also stopped. So I don't run same program continuously all the time. I keep experimenting something, shifting something, look at some new activities. So the present interest is on grandma child care center and looking at how the education can be made interesting along with a cultural impact created by the grandparents. So I called it as Grandma Child Care Center, which I started one center in Kerala 2007 or 8, I think. Again, almost 10 years back.
Then what is the response?
They are running it as a program, but then the new NEP says age 3 to grade 3 has to be informal.
So the grandma child also is running. That is also running, na? Okay. Okay. So how can we collaborate? How do you think we can? I don't know. I'm working on a different thing. My focus is on a home. Actually, why I am doing this is when I was growing up, I saw there was so much of a disrespect for mothers and wives. And I've seen my mother, my aunts all, have a very tragic demise. And because of that, I always thought that why is that so?
Actually, if you go to Northeast, ladies have more power than gents.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. And there is matriarchal and there is more respect over there.
Yeah, and some part of some very specific caste in Kerala, ladies have more power. So it's a part of culture actually today, because ladies are also working, and I'm sure it's a co-sharing, and but yeah, 58 to 90% of the 58 illiterate or uneducated people in India will still have this problem unless we interfere. So one method, probably India always runs spiritually and religious practices. If you look at traditional religious practices in India, Gorakhpur has printed a book called Woman Number, the Gita Press. When I was listening to your talk, I was thinking that one of the book which can be looked at and maybe asked the educated people to look at is Woman Number publication from Gorakhpur Gita Press. It talks about the traditional India has given lot of importance to ladies. The other day also I was giving a talk. It is I think it is Delhi based, but it was in Malayalam. A group of Delhi based people, in which I said Adi Parashakti, the God Vishnu, Shiva and Brahma, all the three of them got the energy because Adi Parashakti, the mother, the supreme mother, blessed them to become so. So it is the supreme mother who is more powerful than anybody else.
Even I think so. I'm going to read that book, what you said, Woman Number. And I've been running these campaigns called Save a Home campaign. I've been running a campaign now. I was running Voices for Happy Homes, where, I was trying to, talk about a home. I've collected, people are joining. I made a Facebook group also.
Okay.
And making people join them so that people realize that this anomaly in the system, it's an anomaly in the system. Like, if I'm doing the work, it will not work. If my maid does it, it will work. How stupid.
No, India traditionally believes that I have got a individual dharma and I have a family dharma. I have a professional dharma. And from the family profession, I grow to a small society to a bigger society. So dharma is defined based on all this. The dharma actually means quality. But people understood that as a religious dharma and gave their own definitions. Right? So probably anytime if you feel that we can have a group of people for some 2-3 days of workshops where we can create many more people who can speak authentic, authoritatively with a strong Indian base, with a culture is required so that the energy is not to be spent by one person, but we can create a team of people.
Absolutely.
So
that is very important because see, me speaking for so long has I have stood alone on this quest of talking about a home for a very long time. I started maybe consciously 2015, unconsciously I was looking for answers throughout my life. Why? So I have been looking, why is that so? And because of that, I have been always writing because of this happens and that happened and this. So the question was always why. It is all logic based. It's not, I'm not talking, because the basis of everybody starts from a home. How can we declare that it does not exist? Because as soon as you say work will be accepted when done only for money, when we said that, somebody who does his own work cannot do it. How can a policy be made like that? This is what is the anomaly in the system, and people are so conditioned. The conditioning is so strong that you don't see it also, because the book which is closest to the eye is the most difficult to read.
Actually, if you look at it intellectually, emotionally, physically, ladies are more stronger.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the social, there need a little bit of teeth in. The other day I was in an engineering college. After talking 45 minutes, I was calling out for asking some questions. One basic thing is boys will not come at all because they have a problem of language. Ladies are very, very sharp and fast in capturing knowledge because they have a language skill also goes much faster. I heard you also talking about it, because your communication is more, the number of words which ladies use is 3 times, all that I heard. Right. So this actually gives a feeling of maybe an inferiority to gents where they don't allow their spouse, or maybe when it comes to family in any place, the outing is restricted. So the social skill is there, which needs to be little more opportunities have to be given. The skill is there, attitude is also there. So I think to perform, you need the third aspect, that is opportunity. The opportunity comes with the environment. So in India, anything has to go. You need to give spiritual, religious examples. That makes people very strong. See, why Mahatma Gandhi is called a spiritual politician or political spiritual man. He knows with that too only it can work. Got it? So if such a panorama is to be given to your place, I can be at your service at any point of time.
Oh, thank you so much. I would be so glad if you can just put your mind, because
There is a Uttara Guruvayurappan temple, a Kerala temple.
Okay, Kerala temple. Okay.
You're not seen? It's a beautiful temple.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, it's a beautiful temple. You can go on any day, but Sunday is preferable. And the committee president chairman is my colleague from my native. He is like a brother to me. So talk to him and then fix a date, plan a session, plan a program, 2 or 3 days workshop. We can do it.
That is in temple premises?
Yeah, temple have a beautiful 1 or 2 halls, no issue.
Okay, I'll go there and see for myself. I'll surely go.
Otherwise also in Delhi we can find some good place where we can have sessions.
Yeah. Absolutely, because see, what I was thinking is rather than online, now we should go offline.
You should have a workshop in which activities can be given, program planning can be given. So how much time, what is the concern, create some posters. The output should be like that's what I do when I do camp also. It's not lecturing, it's almost activity based one. They will write it down, they will draw chart, make it so that it becomes an activity which remains in you. You are part of it. It's a workshop.
Okay.
So we have to create a workshop.
Okay. And what I have people who are there, but if we have to plan a workshop, then it has to be how do we I have a lot of topics we can talk about, the topics we can include, and is the corporates going to be into it, or how it's just the public we are going to target?
Actually there are the government itself has got a circular which says the woman activity in every office need to have some programs every year.
Okay.
There is a fund given, they can invite people to talk. So maybe that opportunity also can be utilized.
Okay, can you please check if you have time, can you check on that?
Oh yes, I will send you all these details. Whatever I am talking to you now, I am writing down. I am making note of that. I will send you the link. That is one. But if you really want to make a difference, I think the best method is to have sessions and programs for college students.
Yeah, that is the sessions and programs for college students. I just did mental health and uncomfortable conversation with millenniums. I don't know, it's not on my website. Facebook page has everything, LinkedIn page and Facebook page. I'll share the links with you. If I don't know if you've seen that or not. So I want to target the youngsters because they are the future generation.
Yeah.
That is the one who is the deciding factor.
So there are actually, in fact, most of my talk during the COVID, even Lady Sri Ram College and some other colleges and Janaki Devi Memorial College, many colleges, I gave lecture online on webinar. If you look at it, all of them or most of them, Lady Sri Ram definitely girls, the other colleges also, the people who organized the programs are all girls. So actually they will be more ready, but what is required is we have to look at the social work department, MSW and BSW, Bachelor of Social Work department, sociology, anthropology, philosophy. These department people can, I will connect you to Janaki Devi Memorial, one of the lady who organized many of my programs. She is a professor there. So I am sure such people can organize programs very specific to these topics, wherein other students from different colleges can be organized.
Absolutely.
The temple thing can be only not for youth, because the youth will not come for such programs. Basically, they will be based on college programs only, they will attend. The elders, if you want to create some spiritual awareness associated with this, maybe that is a good place, but colleges can be what we can focus.
Colleges may be
Yeah.
how youngsters would be interested in something called mental health. But what is, there is a report which I found on Happy Homes. I'll share that with you. Just go through that report. That is an international report. I was just reading that report. One of my friends has sent me, and I wanted to take out the topics from which we can focus on based on that report, because there are a lot of statistics and data over there. Okay, and I'll share that report with you. Maybe from that we can get some ideas as to what exactly we can speak to the people about. Because happy homes, maybe there are so many areas to talk about.
No, actually, what we should do is we have to identify a small group of people among the youth where they will come out with some very creative topics. Which,
what we can do is one more thing is that I had made this questionnaire.
okay.
What we were thinking is that we have a focus group. I'll add you to that. They said that we can have a questionnaire to find out what are the concerns.
Yeah, but unless
From
we are going to take solutions, it becomes only a research article. See,
so we have to find out what the problem is.
The academicians always will come out with. I am also an academician basically, but I have become more practical than academics, because my interest is not publishing paper, writing books. It became just part of activity. Otherwise, I believe we need to give solutions to problems. So one of the method could be why I wanted the MSW and such students. They can in turn take a project looking at some problems in some village, go and work with them, identify, talk to them. It is not the college students have problems, because they are into studies and their problems are only exams and their problems are only getting job. But that is not going to make a cultural difference or a life difference. Understood? So what we should look at is we must use these people as medium, so that they can in turn support the society. I am only talking about creating a youth volunteer group. I remember when I was talking in the United Nations, one of the NGOs. I am one of the advisory board for the yoga community in the United Nations. So in which I was telling, we actually don't want Red Cross. What we need is White Cross for the peace. And similarly, we can from Mona can start a program called the Pink Cross or something for spreading a.
Come again. What do you call it?
Pink is the woman color, right?
Make it white. Women do. Are to article they're running away from stereotypes. Don't say pink.
No, actually, there is a beautiful movie called The Pink by Amitabh Bachchan. I wrote a review on that.
Yeah, that is very good.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And actually, you are also having that pink shade only today, and I have blue shade. Right. So pink shows the mix of white and red. So it shows. Why I said is we have a Red Cross and we can start a White Cross, which is for the spiritual activities and peace activities. The mix of both, because it's both serving people physically, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually, socially together will become the pink actually. So it's a combination of red. You can have a red and a white and in between pink and say um, some, because everything needs to be um, publicized. You need to have some recognition for people who are working volunteer. So I'm sure students always look for such certification. So I have an organization which is called a Social Craft Foundation, under which how did I connect to a lot of people from Argentina, Israel, all the different countries. I had a group of people with me, because I created a program which is called a music program, which is an ethnic group of people where you are a person who can ready to learn Malayalam song. I will teach you 4 lines of Malayalam song.
Okay.
And you teach your mother tongue 4 lines to me. So I had a lot of programs. You can look at that MUD, MUD. Music, I think it's under difference or something is what I gave the name there. Under that name, I connected a lot of people. Automatically, many people came and said, we wanted to sing, we wanted to learn songs. When I was in America, what I did was 6 different Indian language songs I taught to the local people and then asked them to present it on a stage. So we had an ethnic expo in which you can look at Ethnic Expo DrTPS on YouTube. If you look at it, you will see I am teaching some Sanskrit, Malayalam, and I found one Kashmiri fellow who will teach Kashmiri, another from Tamil, another from Gujarat, another from Bangla, and then all the English people are learning this and then singing it.
Okay.
So the music is one which we can connect to people, right? So similarly, identify some program. So my umbrella of World Craft Foundation can be used for that, because under that World Craft you can do many things. So it's
I
like,
haven't found it any. I was maybe it's not the right time. I don't know. I was thinking of starting an NGO, but I haven't done that right now because I don't know what to do or not to do.
no,
That is my question.
actually, Mona, my trust is called a Shiksha, SHIKSHA. It is a registered trust. I can, but I did not start a bank account. I am not collecting money. Nothing is done on that. Only when somebody wanted a name, I registered it. And under that, I can have different activities so that, oh, Shiksha is a registered organization. But it has nothing, assume that you want to collect money, you want to create an NGO under which you want to give some tax benefit for somebody. All that, if you want, only this registration has a meaning. Otherwise, if you are socially active and you wanted to do something, always you can find some reasons for doing it, and you can still continue to do job. So I don't think that NGO, registration, trust, public trust or private trust, all that makes no difference for our activities. But some students, yes, they wanted to have some name, and then so suppose I am not a part of any government organization now. So what are you doing? So I am the as Shiksha. I can put Mona as the director for Shiksha, director for Social Craft Foundation, and identify and put you on my blog as that. That's not an issue for you at all. So don't worry about all that. Let us create activities and then do what best so that I can cherish. Oh, I am able to talk to you because I have been doing this for last 20 years.
I've been doing it. It's been very difficult to tell you the truth.
I had a good group of people in Delhi where I'll tell you, this book was released in Delhi.
Life made simple.
Yeah, and this book release, I did not do anything. I asked some of my group of people that this is to be released, you take care. From the office, directly at 5:30, I went to the venue. Every arrangement was done by my volunteers. So I had a good group of people in Delhi. I found Delhi, I don't even have in Hyderabad that sort of a group, though I stayed only 2 years. I find Delhi is a very vibrant, good people where you can connect and then make things happen very fast.
Let's start thinking on this. Let's go ahead. I am let's see, I've taken this here and I've got a group of people. I'll make you join that group. It's a WhatsApp group, and then I'll share with you the research which has been shared right now, as well as I'll share a questionnaire that we are trying to start so that we collect some data from our own above that. I'll share that questionnaire with you.
I can refine such questionnaire because my MBA is in HR, human resources,
Yeah,
that too
please,
knowledge
please
management.
define. Okay, and let's start thinking, because abhi the first time we have met. I really like your thoughts. I have struggled to find a way. I'm still struggling. If you can help me out, great.
Mona,
Because,
first thing, when you are climbing a mountain, either you can tell it's my passion, so I am enjoying climbing, or somebody who is looking at who doesn't like to climb, you can say he is struggling. So I want Mona to tell that no, I am enjoying for last. See, many people don't do this. It's rarely, we are all doing it because we have passion and we enjoy doing it.
yeah,
Correct.
it's enjoy. I enjoyed. I enjoy. That's the only thing.
See, there are.
So,
I keep talking about fivefold development: physical, emotional, intellectual, social, and spiritual. Right. So, emotional and physical and intellectual. If you look at these three, they are tightly related. So when you have physical problem and still you are doing this, somebody very close to you will tell you are not well, why are you doing all this, can be one reason, right? Correct. So balancing a role, goal, value in life is most essential. As long as you are enjoying, the rest of the things can be taken care of.
yeah. Thank you so much. Nice talking to you. At least you made my day. Gave me the real pep up which I actually need. थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे चलता है life में.
Correct. We can dialogue on based on what we can do is we can maybe, if not a physical meeting, we can call meeting with people related to people and then have discussions how to take it forward, what can be done.
I'll share that video with you from the group that I have made. I'll share that video. We just had a discussion on the phone, and there was good. Based on that, I made that questionnaire. So I'll share with that, and we'll take that forward. Okay, I'll make you join the group also.
Yeah.
Thank you, and let's keep in conversation so we define.
I have recorded this. I will post it onto my YouTube. There is no secret which we cannot post it onto public. But if you want, I can post it. Otherwise, I can share only as a public, private one. Or if you want
you want to share
things, I will post.
Absolutely, no issue.
Because I keep recording. I keep recording, and because the audio cannot be grabbed from the screen. So the picture I grab it and mix this audio, I edit it out. That's what I do. I do my own editing. So I'll post it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you so
nice
much.